Hey, good afternoon. How many of you out there working in real estate have found yourself in this situation? You pick up the phone or you call someone, they're excited about going to see a property, and the next thing you know, you show up at a property and you're meeting someone for the first time in a location you've never been to, and an area that you're not all that familiar with, and you start to think to yourself, I may have put myself in an unsafe situation. Hey, this is Paul Calloway with Unity Home Group and eXp Realty, and I want to talk to you about this real quick today. I think this is something that's overlooked a lot in our industry, and in light of recent events, there was a realtor that was assaulted in California about a week ago, and typical showing, and things went wrong, and next thing you know, she was in serious trouble. Fortunately, she was able to get attention and get help. But I just want to go over a few tips and a few ways that we can avoid putting ourselves in those situations. Number one, biggest importance, I think, is make sure that you meet with people first. There's several reasons that we want to meet with folks at our office instead of just meeting them for the first time in the field at a house. But for safety purposes, get a driver's license. Make sure that you are able to meet with them in your office where you feel comfortable. You get a good feel for them. They're going to trust and respect you more from that position as well, rather than just treating you like a door opener out in the field. So there's several benefits, but the biggest one is safety. You just want to make sure that folks are willing to meet you in your office. They're willing to be transparent, let you know who they are, show you identification, just like any business would require. And then number two, when you're out on a showing, make sure that you're always leaving yourself avenues of escape. So don't let your client stand between you and the door. Make sure that if you go into a basement or if you go into any area with door access where you're going to be behind a door, that you know exactly how to get to the nearest exit. So just be aware of your surroundings is really important. And then thirdly, just make sure that somebody knows where you are at all times. Especially in a situation where you're on a showing with folks that you may not be super familiar with, or you're meeting somewhat for the first time. Make sure someone knows where you are and knows when to check in with you if they don't hear back from you. It's really important to make sure you've got someone that's watching your back and be available to do that for others in your office or in your company as well. And then lastly, I would just say, make sure that we're always wanting to be polite and professional, and sometimes I think we go overboard with that and we put our safety at risk. So don't be afraid to run out of a situation. If you get in your car and leave because you're not feeling comfortable, that may be absolutely the right thing to do. And you know what? You can always apologize later if it came across as rude, or if it turned out to not be the situation that you were reading. But don't be afraid to assert yourself. If it doesn't feel right, if it doesn't look right, it's probably not right. So don't be afraid to do something that you feel like might come across as rude. If you just don't feel that it's a safe situation, step out, walk out. Again, you can always apologize later, but if you're in a situation where you're in danger, there's not always a second chance. So hope these things have been helpful for you, and hope you found some value there. Hope you have a good rest of the day.